Star Wars Battlefront 2 is a space opera third-person shooter featuring Iden Versio, a commander of the Empire's Inferno Squad. Iden is pragmatic, patriotic, passionate, driven, and just a bit reckless. She's deeply empathetic toward her fellow soldiers and earnestly believes she's doing what's best for the galaxy and its citizens. Her frank, forceful manner of speech scarcely hides her compassionate softness. She's a cool character, and I like her. From her perspective, we see what became of the Empire after Return of the Jedi. It scrambles for relevance, committing far worse atrocities than ever, eventually leading Iden to her moral awakening. Seeing the destruction of her home planet at the villainous hands of her own troops, she betrays her father and friends, siding with the rebellion to snuff out the last embers of her former allegiance. It's a potentially thrilling story with heavy personal stakes and plenty of melodrama. Unfortunately, it's all very, very bland. For starters, the dialogue is incredibly one-note and superficial, featuring no subtext or real emotional substance. Everyone makes the goofiest, over-the-top facial expressions, loudly proclaims how they're feeling, and fails to espouse any complex beliefs or ideals. Don't get me wrong, the characters feel and express believable things, but it's handled gracelessly. No creativity or curiosity is required to understand the narrative, its themes, or its cast. Things only get worse when canon characters join the party. Some of them are done well enough, like Luke in his very brief appearance, but Lando and Han Solo are handled comically poorly. For some reason, Han has this ultra goofy shoulder bash move that sends folks flying, and he's simultaneously incredibly inept and capable to mow down dozens of stormtroopers with practiced ease. Lando, meanwhile, single-handedly shoots up an entire munitions base, floods it with lava, and pilots an AT-ST under heavy fire during a daring escape. It's all very, very improbable and unbelievable, especially if you've seen the films and know these characters. Basically, the story is popcorn film fluff of the highest order, and the less it focuses on Iden, the worse it gets. The same really applies to the gameplay. I don't want to mince words, this is one of the worst third-person shooters I've ever played, and I've played a lot. To start, it features the most comically moronic AI. They will literally line up in a row to be shot by you, they often stand out in the open, and if you find any choke point or high ground, you can easily cheese every fight. I want to be clear, I was playing on the highest available difficulty here. If seriously stupid enemies were the worst of it, that'd be forgivable, but we've only scratched the surface. Let me break out the list. I got stuck in infinite loading screen softlocks not once, not twice, not even thrice, but 4 times. Some of the game objectives are completely fake and you can just, wait around until they complete themselves. Checkpoints oscillate rapidly between appropriately unforgiving or insultingly lenient, making the difficulty curve uneven. Every dogfight mission is mindless, except for the final one, which asks you to use skills you've never been taught. The level design is transparently shallow, relying only on objective markers to guide the player and making strategic thought incidental. So, are there any positives? Well, sorta. I like messing with the unlockable abilities and tweaking my playstyle. I personally preferred this combo where I stun all the enemies with an AoE EMP, then blast them up close with a shotgun. There's also some rapid-fire arcadey action to be had in the few instances where the idiotic AI gels with the combat arenas. I like the funny noise it makes when you reload your weapon, I like the low time to kill, I like Iden's helmet design, but this is all very shallow engagement because it's a shallow game. It did manage to make me nostalgic for janky PS3 shooters like Fracture, Mindjack, Never Dead, Ride to Hell, and Deep Black, but this is worse than every single one of them. I still had a blast anyway, and I'll be replaying it again quite cheerfully. Overall, Star Wars Battlefront 2 is a subpar set-piece simulator, heavy on spectacle and light on sensible shooting mechanics. If you're in the mood to spend the weekend wallowing in waist-deep mediocrity, this title gets the job done. And hey, sometimes I'm in that mood, or I wouldn't have enjoyed it at all.